All right, welcome back to Desert Smoke Reviews. This is Justin.
Wyatt?
Tonight we're coming at you with the Casa Magna, the Colorado, in the Corona. So it's a very small, I think it's 46 ring gauge, but I think it's 6 inches long. Coming in with a nice brown, I don't want to say dark brown or light brown, just a nice brown wrapper. Seams are done well, but they are visible. Minimal veins, nothing really big and huge. They're relatively fine. I got some fine tooth in places on the wrapper, but nothing uniform or continuous, just in individual spots. It's a nice firm pack. Looks really nice. Off the wrapper, I don't get a whole lot. I get a bit of earth and maybe, yeah, just a bit of earth and maybe a nice rich tobacco. Definitely get that earthiness off the foot. What?
Yeah, construction looks great. I've got a few little stretch marks toward the cap, but I don't think they'll be a problem. Seams and stems are the same. But off the aroma, I'm not quite sure what it is. I want to say something like vanilla, but it's a little more complex than just vanilla. Maybe it's hay or like barnyard. We've said barnyard before. A real nice aromatic cigar. Definitely hand rolled. Mine is just a little bit crooked. We smoked that Tatuaje Reserva the other day, and I saw that too. So definition of a hand rolled cigar, but looks really good, and can't wait to light it up.
Let's get it toasted, lit up, and see how it goes.
Maybe just before lighting it up, I get a little bit of like a cocoa, kind of a spicy cocoa. Very aromatic cigar.
I see what you're saying about the cocoa, almost like a peppery cocoa. Kind of odd flavor, but relatively pleasant.
It's not a flavor that I'm used to in cigars, but it's real nice.
Yeah, I definitely get a bit of pepper off the retrohale, but off the draw, in front of my palate, I get like a peppery cocoa. Not bad at all.
Yeah, at the front of your tongue, that is definitely what lingers. Definitely peppery, not spicy, but peppery. Real nice first draw. Yeah. Again, very aromatic cigar.
The finish is very long. I'm still tasting it now. As I go into the next draw, I'm still going to taste it. Yeah, very nice, very nice. You want to get into it?
Let's do it.
All right, let's get into the first third and see how she develops. Welcome back. We're just about 10 minutes into this Casa Magna, the Colorado. So far, really nice smoke. Real no construction issues. The burn has been pretty dang close to razor sharp. Not exactly, not needing a touch up. Ash is holding on really well. Flavors for me, I still get like that peppery is definitely picked up. I still get like an earthiness that's starting to pick up and a little bit of nuttiness. But for me, they're not really pronounced flavors. They're just kind of right there. It's still got that sweetness. So far, it's a pretty decent stick, but there's nothing really screaming out to me right now. Everything's kind of dying down, and I'm picking up little flavors here and there. Mostly just that pepper in the finish. But about medium in body and about medium in strength. Why?
Yeah, real nice cigar. I think this whole cigar just sort of tastes like dessert. I mean, on the finish, I get a lot of that vanilla and not chocolate, but cocoa. And on the retrohale especially, very spicy, peppery cocoa. And just be warned on the retrohale, for me, a couple times I did a little too much in the retrohale to sort of knock my socks off. But real nice cigar. Like I said, the whole thing is just very desserty. Yeah.
I should have mentioned, I still pick up the cocoa as well, but it's not really desserty for me. I'm starting to get the flavors, like I said, have ramped down. I'm just picking up lots of different flavors. But
well, there's definitely a lot of that earth to me, but on the finish, it's just it's just vanilla and chocolate.
I hope
Bizarre.
that picks up for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm just mostly getting spice, but it is just the first third, and we'll see. We don't always agree, so this is a good thing. You've got two different opinions. But you want to get into the second third?
Let's do it.
Let's get into the second third and approach the mid. Welcome back to the Casa Magna, Colorado. We're about halfway. For me, it's still about a medium in body, medium in strength. Haven't had any burn issues. Construction's fine. Flavors have started to ramp up for me. I've kind of lost a few, and some others have picked up. I still get a nice earthiness through the cigar. I'm still getting pepper. It's still building. That cocoa that was there in the very first few draws and then died down for me is picked back up. I'm getting, very much a cocoa and a spice in the back of my tongue in the finish. I get a slight sweetness. It's actually very pleasant, and those flavors have picked up, so they're a little more pronounced. But so far, a very decent stick now. Me and Wyatt were talking as we drink coffee. The smoke and the leaves it with the taste, gives it like an aftertaste of a nice like vanilla caramel in the finish. That's very pleasant, and I think it's strictly because of the coffee. But so far, a pretty decent stick. Wyatt?
Yeah, I totally agree. Just a real nice, pleasant stick. I talked earlier about how it was sort of a dessert cigar, and that's sort of gone away for me. But it really, the finish paired with coffee is great because it tastes just like a Werther's original. I mean, just real caramely. It's got this great kind of marble texture. But the smoke itself, I get a little bit of spice, especially on the retrohale. On the finish at the back of my tongue, I get a lot of spice. But for the most part, it's really just that caramel that is the main taste for me. And the pairing is so unexpectedly great between the coffee and the Casa Magna Colorado. So I'm really enjoying it so far. So.
Well, let's get into the final third and see how she develops. Welcome back. We're into the final third, approaching the nub point of this Casa Magna, the Colorado. And I have to say, it's a really, really pleasant smoke. It's very enjoyable. Always been about medium in body for me and about medium in strength. Haven't had any flavor changes. That kind of cocoa and spice, it really paired well together. I didn't, you don't get those flavors, well, at least I don't get those flavors too often. And it just seemed to where they molded like that, just really was very pleasant in the finish. I just can't get over how, it's not super complex, but it's just a really pleasant stick. Never had any burn issues, never had any construction or draw issues. Overall, great stick. If I was going to rate this cigar, I'd probably get a nice 7.5. Really nice cigar. What?
Yeah, fairly complex to me because I mentioned before that kind of dessert part of the cigar, and that's what Justin was talking about. Is that cocoa, a little bit of that vanilla, a little bit of the barnyard, but also some of that spice mixed in. But just overall, real pleasant cigar. This goes fantastic with a cup of coffee. At the end of the day, at the beginning of your day, this is not a very strong cigar, so yeah, I'd agree about a medium. But scale of 1 to 10, I'd agree, 7.5. Something I'd smoke again, something that I would, I'd probably just do morning or night. Because in the afternoon, it's not quite strong enough to really, pick your day up or put it back down. So just a real nice cigar, aromatic. Construction was pretty good. I had a couple of burn problems, but nothing to worry about. And so 7.5. I'd smoke this again.
All right. Well, in conclusion, if you like our videos, give us a thumbs up, subscribe. Greatly appreciate it. But until next time, smoke them if you got them.